Mum.
Alright, Mum, can I just introduce you first?
Oh, okay.
So this is my mum. Hello everybody, welcome to a paranormal video. Yes, she is that small, by the way. It's not just a trick of the camera. We're at Winfield Mill, where my mum... Oh, out the light, there we go. Where my mum grew up and where I came as a child. I've done a video on this place a long time ago. So please go in the search engine, type in Winfield Mill. We're in Bastard, aren't we? Crouch.
If you went along there, you'd get Bastard.
And this is my mum's debut, so she's very nervous and she's probably going to hate me forever on this one. So we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Mum experienced. So yeah, sorry, I haven't even rinsed this. My mum experienced a ghost down here. Now, as I always say in these paranormal videos, it's not a case of whether you believe it or not. It's well, obviously, you know, but it's a question of the fact of just it makes for not only a great story, but it's very interesting to sort of like dissect it. So, should we put some context into this before we mention the actual story itself? So we're surrounded by Winfield Mill, a ruinous mill, which is down there. You actually probably saw it in the update video. That's what this noise is. So that's all where it was a paper mill, wasn't it?
That's right. Yeah.
Paper mill, which is all. Sorry, Mum. So, all behind us is some ruins of Winfield Mill. Behind me, around there, is part of one of their houses. Just a little bit of ruins. And Mum's going to talk to you about his story. So should we just walk first? Yeah. So the context of it is, we've got Winfield Mill here, but not only that, all around us is proper countryside.
That's right.
Proper countryside,
and this is a footpath.
Yeah.
And when I was a young girl, I used to have a friend that lived the end of the footpath, and I used to come down from my house, which is up there, and I walk all the way through the woods and go and meet her at the other end, which would be Bastard. This one particular morning it was, about 8 or 9 o'clock in the morning, quite early, very hazy sort of morning. I just came minding my own business, bombing through here, walking as normal, and got to the end of this bridge and suddenly looked up, and in front of me was a man, and he had his back to me, but he was dressed in really old Victorian +4s hunting gear, with a rifle or a gun, a shotgun, beard, a deerstalker hat. All sounds very Sherlock Holmes, but it's not. And that's how they used to dress, I guess. And I really thought he was real, so I just came over the bridge and sort of thought, oh, there's a man, and sort of jumped, and then thought, I don't know, it don't look quite right to me. And he sort of started to turn around, and he had a beard and very dark hair. And I thought, well, no, I don't like this. So I just sort of decided I would go quicker along the path. And when I looked back, there's just nobody else there. No one.
So should we actually walk to where it was? So we're walking...
Yeah, over the bridge now.
Over the bridge. Go on, Mum, you go first, and then I'll follow you. So hopefully the audio's coming out on this. We're quite... Obviously you can hear how loud it is. Try and do this a little bit of a different way. So,
and then...
So if we face this way, behind us is what we... If you're local to the area... There you go. If you're local to the area, this is known as the Cinder Path.
Cinder Path, yeah.
Which has got... It's very... when we were growing up, even for me as a kid, it's not right.
No, it's got an atmosphere.
It's got an atmosphere.
I mean, years ago, an old tramp used to live in what was the relics, really, of the mill. It would have been, and he used to find him sleeping in the hedge all the time.
Really?
And story goes that, bless him, he was a bus driver in London, and he accidentally run over a young girl, and it had such an effect on him that he just took himself out of society and lived his life as a bit of a hermit, really. And he lived over in where we've just come from, the derelict part of the mill, and he lived there for years and years. And I remember, you know, one day Dad and I coming home from the pub at the Star and Garter, and there was a lump laying in the hedge, and it was dark, and my dad lifted it up, and it was him laying underneath his coat. You know, it's a sad story, but Anyway, going back to our haunting.
Yeah, so this is behind us is a cinder path,
Yeah.
which everybody, like I said, because I wanted to sort of say, if you live, like I say, if you do live around this area, if you live near Plaxtall, Borough Green area, this place is notorious. The cinder path. I don't, especially for me, a lot of kids my age and a bit younger, we know this place quite well because there's just something. I mean, we're not going to walk down it for today. We've got quite a busy day, but it just doesn't feel right, does it?
No.
There's just
no,
something
no.
odd about it, and it's not just me and my mum sort of saying it. Everybody says about it. It's like it's weird, isn't it? It's like a legend almost, because unless you live around here, yeah, it is. It literally isn't. Unless you know about this place, unless you're local to this area, you'd know about it. If you didn't, you'd just sort of think, oh wow, this is like one of these weird, non-paranormal things. Because up the road, you've got the watercress.
Yeah, watercress beds.
Yeah, which is a ruin as well. I might not do a video on that because it's not really. It's just these abandoned watercress beds that are all bricked up. Look pretty okay, but. Anyway, back to our ghost story. So
we're digressing.
We are digressing. So much history. So right, you walked across that
and I
path.
stopped here. Yeah, I stopped here, and I was going to turn right, but this person was, as good as I can see Daniel now, was standing with his back to me, and in my haste, and nearly tripping over because there's loads of tree roots here, he turned around. Because he must have heard me, and as he turned around, I thought it didn't look quite right. It was all a bit strange, really, why a man would be standing with his back to me, looking in that way, and in that period of dress. So
just to sort of so if we just I'm getting eaten by flies here, Mum.
Yeah.
I'm wearing shorts. So basically, let's just try and, I don't want to spin everybody too far around. Cinder path behind. So Mum's walked across the shortcut here, which would be a shortcut. Literally, as you stand here, that is the bush.
Yeah, exactly there.
And so the idea would be that he was sort of standing here. You can see some of the ruins actually from Winfield Mill here as well. He was standing against this way, so it meant that he wasn't actually facing the path.
No.
So if you hold the camera, obviously it's reverse, Mum, so if you hold it so it's like literally like that, that's it, and then just, so I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Is that right? But I'm not looking at
No,
you,
you're not looking at me.
that way.
Until I've sort of tripped over the tree root and come out this side, and then he's turned round, that's it, that way.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
And
he was in full hunting costume of the day, like with a +4s and a jacket, poacher's pockets. I mean, I saw it in great detail because I was so shocked at that time of the morning to see somebody.
Yeah.
And in the way he dressed, although I come from a farm, we didn't dress like that on the farm, it wasn't that sort of, it looked upper crust and posh,
yeah.
And then I sort of went up to that next tree root there, and then I thought, I'll have another quick look because it's all a bit dodgy, and I was on my own. And I looked back and he wasn't there, and actually there was nothing to suggest where he'd gone in such a short time.
But it's not only that, is it? It's the fact that it's hard to sort of like gauge this. You would hear someone if they were going to walk away. There is nothing else here. The only sound you can hear is a waterfall. It's dead quiet around here. I mean, when you get into the cinder path, it's eerily quiet as well, isn't it? It's really weird. Like you go, yeah, this is the only noisy bit. But you'd hear someone, wouldn't you? You'd easily hear someone. And the thing is, my mum used to tell me stories about hearing badgers. I mean, my mum knows the countryside. That's where she grew up, so she knows it extremely well. And you're familiar with the noises and sounds, aren't you?
I'm not scared.
No.
It's not. Nothing scares me about being on my own in the countryside. It's not like today's children, you wouldn't let them out of your sight now, but it was nothing, it was normal to me to walk around on my own and be on my own, which I was. I was an only child for 11 years anyway, but so I explored and it didn't faze me at all, but that was a bit creepy that morning, and I'll be honest with you, I think I was about 8 or 9 years old. I wasn't that old, and I was just minding my own business, and I never kind of really thought too much about it until later on in life, I think, really. It didn't.
Because the thing is, I just want to clarify as well, my mum is spiritual, but you don't necessarily even, what's really interesting is you're not a huge ghost believer, which is weird. So this is what makes this video interesting, is that you experienced something which would be deemed partially paranormal or unexplained. So you just go with the word unexplained, so it doesn't sort of deal with anything. But that my mum's not, believe it or not, she's not into...
No, not ghosts.
No, not ghosts.
No,
So it's kind of like, it's a weird sort of thing where you just assume.
bizarre.
Yeah, it's a bit bizarre, the fact that my mum didn't even believe it. So, judge of it what you say, everybody out there, but as always, please be kind. But it's just a fascinating story. So here we are, that's my mum. Behind is where literally that bush and the gentleman was facing. And that's it. It's a wonderful little story that my mum used to tell me, and it was amazing. So there you go.
There you go.
There we go. Right, so that was my mum.
Thank you, everyone.
And if the voice sounds familiar, it's because my mum did the narrated a couple of videos. What was it? Henley's. Was there another one?
I bet I haven't done
I
one.
think Henley's.
You've only allowed me to do that.
Oh, thank you very much. Yeah, so the voice was in Henley. So yeah, thank you as always for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed this wonderful little paranormally type of midweek video. Please be kind as always. And like I said, share your paranormal unexplained sort of incidences in the comments below. And maybe at some point in the future, I will be interviewing you.
Yeah.
And then you can show me your paranormal place and you can talk to me about it. I think this is really what this is going to be a precursor to. So start light with my mum and then work with some random strangers after that, and you can show me your paranormal experiences, and that's it. So thanks, Mum.
Okay, Karen.
Thanks.
Thank you, everyone. Bye.
Thank you as always for watching. Take care, everybody. In the immortal words of Phoenix, history
matters.
Because history matters. And I will see y'all very soon. Take care for now. So that was your paranormal video. See you later. Bye. Boom.